Out of DPS on a very foggy morning, heading over to Gruene Harley-Davidson for a demo day with a couple of other guys. The Harley-Davidson dealership is about 50 miles away, so it should be a good ride out there. Meanwhile, the roads are a little wet. I guess it rained early this morning. As you can see, visibility is very low. I hope everyone is doing okay and so far having a very good 2017. We got the elections out the way, we got the inauguration out the way, so hopefully things will start improving for all of us. Trying to keep a positive attitude. That's one of my New Year's resolutions. Let me check it out.
I put this bigger tank on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put this for a better seat. My wife said, "What do you buy something and you do all this work?" I said, "That's kind of."
So how's the chain maintenance on that bike? Looks pretty simple.
Yeah,
pretty straightforward.
You just take this thing off, this cover here. Before I did that trip, I had bought this bike. It only had 1,900 miles on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I put all new chain and sprockets before that trip, and new wheel bearings and brake pads. I mean, I went through it because I didn't want it to break down. But it's probably ready for chain and sprocket. I try to do that all at the same time.
Okay.
Or I mean, as a set. But other than that.
All right, we are about ready to roll. And the visibility is starting to get better. All right, we'll talk to you in a minute. We're just arriving at the Harley-Davidson Gruene Harley-Davidson. Yeah, expecting more people to be out here.
Looking bike right there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is.
I got a thing for red and black.
I see. Smooth. Now that is a touring bike.
Where do you rather? I think they got limited out there. Where do you rather?
It's really light.
Is it?
If you want to take it, great. If you want, it's here on the way. I think you're gonna like it, man.
I like that. I like it.
We got 5 ready to go right now.
Yeah, it is light. It's light. Yeah, it's about as low as my Striker though. Feels kind of cramped though. What's that?
That bike reminds me of the Fonz. Happy Days.
Oh yeah. It sure does. am on the 883. First time riding an 883. And I got to tell you, it's a little on the cramped side. But let's see what this is all about, folks. All right. Not a bad little bike. Moving pretty good. It's definitely not a very comfortable bike, that's for sure, but it looks good. Feels like it has enough power to cruise on some of these back roads. But this is a very cool looking bike. Now the controls on this thing takes some getting used to. As far as the kill switch and the starter switch, it's not as evident as it is on my Yamahas. Now I like the simplicity of the bike, especially the speedometer. Very simple bike. It looks fabulous, and it rides fairly well. Okay. Not super jumpy, but they're okay. Definitely a bike that I would just limit to riding around town. Well, it might be okay on the highway. I wonder if they're going to give us a chance to do that. This bike has a little power. But it is so light, man. I'm not sure what the weight of this thing is, but I'll have to check it out. It doesn't even feel like it's over 500 pounds. Very light, very nimble. I always thought these 883s were pretty sexy. I want to try that Breakout, the new Breakout, see how that is. Water crossing on an 883. Just kidding. For some reason my wrist is I don't know if it's the bike or just my wrist, but it feels kind of uncomfortable on the clutch on this bike for some reason. This wouldn't be a bad little starter bike. So it looks like Harley and Indian are pretty much it as far as American made motorcycles. Victory, as you know, is no longer a viable company or no longer in business. Polaris decided to pull the plug on Victory. I guess just too much competition out there. And Victories were, or are, very, very good bikes. I love the Vegas, I love the Hammer, and the cross country. But unfortunately, the market wasn't there for Victory, and they just weren't selling enough. So Harley and Indian are where it's at. Now, I wouldn't mind test driving a couple of those Indian bikes, like the Scout, and I think it's the Roadmaster. It's a beautiful bike. So hopefully sometime in the near future I'll have an opportunity to test ride those bikes, but yeah, Kind of feel bad for Victory owners out there, but at least Polaris will provide some support for those guys for the next 10 years. Well-made, beautiful bikes, but I guess it was a business decision that Polaris had to make in order to remain competitive. But what a beautiful day for a ride on an 883. Yeah, I like this bike. I like it a lot.